Yeah, this for Daryl, now you know. I said, now you know. The one man show with you and orchestra. Both Darks in the house. I'm feeling down, yo. So let me just get to it. Uh, I'm feeling down as I write this song. I'm confused. I don't know where I belong. It's like I'm stuck in between generations. I never fit in. Yo, it's frustrating. I'm a lone wolf standing alone. Always want you on the attack because I don't get high. You think I'm whack, but I'm a punk because I don't get drunk. I'm considered weak because I don't run the street. I reject because I treat people with respect. I jump because I don't stop my problem on society. Or blame the man for not hiring me. Or my parents for not being rich enough for not being there. Sorry, life too short to feel sorry for myself. I want to change the world, not blame the world. Misery, love company. I don't want to lose it. To come for me. The thug life is a new slavery. Men killing men, women having that's the they do. Girls fighting over guys that ain't trying to do something to get a job. I pass you every day, coming on the corners around the way. I'm feeling down. If there's nothing ever goes right, this is the same old story, night after night. I'm feeling down, yo. Down, there's nothing like ever goes right. I call off my mic. I just feel the flight. I'm feeling down, yo. Feeling like ever goes right. It's the same old story, night after night. I'm feeling down, yo. Feeling like ever goes right. I call off my mic. I just feel the flight. I'm feeling down, yo. Feeling like ever goes right. It's the same old story, night after night. I'm feeling down, yo. Feeling like ever goes right. I call off my mic. The future was like, I'm feeling down, yo. Nothing like ever goes right. Night after night, I talk with all my might. But afterwards, I keep chasing skirts and I get hurt, but undaunted. I keep looking day after day. I keep looking for the special way. She's out there somewhere lurking, and I keep returning on the phone. But in the end, I always get home. Or take it for granted, but I take it fast or slow. I realize now that all women are hoes. When he grabbing, backstabbing, useless, unappreciative, lazy, two or more kids. Take, never one to get. I'm feeling down. Nothing ever goes right. Night after night, night after night. I'm feeling down, yo. None of life ever goes right. That's how it's all my might. But the future was fight. I'm feeling down, yo. None of life ever goes right. It's the same old story. Night after night. I'm feeling down, yo. None of life ever goes right. That's how it's all my might. For the future looks like I'm feeling down, yo. Feeling like it ever goes right. I'm feeling the same down, old story, night after night. I'm feeling down, yo. Feeling like it ever goes right. I call it all my might. For the future looks like I'm feeling down, yo. Nothing like it ever goes right. I'm not old. Stop telling me that. I'm not dumb enough to fall into the trap of praising criminals in my rap. I don't care about myself. That's a cop out. You can't sacrifice your most best selling out. And selling out is what hip hop is all about. And if because of it, you cheat, if you steal, then you cheat. You see, if you have to cheat to make it on the street, then your butt is weak. You're sorry, a scrub, a loser, a bump. And if you're locked up to that, and if you look up to that, then you're dumb. You won't make the effort to do right. But you hang out on the corner all night living in fear. But you can't show a big and easy money, but you blow it on fast cars and loose girls who couldn't care less about you. And the boys in your crew couldn't care less. If you died tomorrow, I don't feel your sorrow. Don't feel it down. Yo, cause nothing like ever goes right. Come on. Oh, my mic. Okay, well, I'm feeling down, yo. Nothing like ever goes right. It's the same old story. Night after night. I'm feeling down, yo. Nothing like ever goes right. That's how it's all my mic. For the future was right. I'm feeling down, yo. Nothing like ever goes right. It's the same old story. Night after night. I'm feeling down, yo. Nothing like ever goes right. That's how it's all my mic. For the future was right. Turn down, yo, nothing like ever goes right. It's the same old story, night after night. I'm feeling down, yo, nothing like ever goes right. I thought was all my mic, but the future was right. I'm feeling down, yo, nothing like ever goes right.
Now you know.
Night after night, I'm feeling down, yo, nothing like ever goes right. I thought was all my mic, but the future looks right. I'm feeling down, yo, nothing like ever goes right. I feel the same old story, night after night. I don't hate the player, I don't care for the game. I'm just trying to understand, you know, I'm an outsider looking in, I grew up something. In a different world, I'm stuck in the middle. Too much attitude to be a walk off, too much sense to be a spell. I can't be the only one out there. Can I? Can I be the only one out there? You suckers. I'm tired of feeling down.
Sometimes up, sometimes down. Sometimes you feel level to the ground.
Yo, sucker.
Sometimes up, sometimes down. Sometimes you feel level to the ground. That's how I feel right now. I had a conversation with the seller yesterday afternoon. It wasn't a long one. But I told him that there were only 2 PX6s left on the website. And he seemed nonchalant. But I asked him, I said, you've kicked up the price on the PX5 so much. Is the Lectric XP a better value? And so I thought I would come to y'all and ask y'all opinion. When I first came in the game, we came in swinging. And y'all know that I got the black version of the PX5, the one on the right, the white one. Y'all know that I was going to buy the original Lectric 1.0. This is the 2.0 in the picture. As you look at the bikes, this is the step through. I put the step through up here, but it also comes with the bar. Both bikes look very similar. When we came in at $949, and then I got it down to $899, the Paselec was the better value. But now, September the 12th, 2021, months later, is the Paselec still the better value? That's what I want to talk about today. Now, if we look, you don't see much difference between the bikes. As a matter of fact, I should have got the regular. This was the step through. I should have got the regular. But as you look, you don't see much difference. What made the PX5 special was the fact that they gave you the suspension seat post. And we had it at $899. The Lectric XP on the left, they finally gave you a front suspension fork, but still didn't give you the rear suspension. And that's what we came in swinging on. The PX5 has a 10.4 amp hour battery. The original Lectric XP had a 10.4 amp hour battery, but they decreased it to 9.6. So they're charging you more money and giving you a smaller battery. We beat them up with that to the point that people was writing in to the Paselec company saying that I need to stop, right? They gave them 3-inch wide tires instead of 4-inch wide tires. So you lost an inch on the tires. You lost almost a whole amp on the battery. And an amp could be, depending on your weight, anywhere from an extra 5 to 10, 15 miles, depending on how you ride, and pedal assist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the time, the Paselec PX5 was the better deal. But now, seeing how you can get a seat post off of Amazon for $20, is the 2.0 a better deal at $9.99 versus the PX5 with my coupon for $10.99. There's $100 difference between the two bikes. So I thought we would take a look. Don't just take my word for it. Let's take a look. Mudduck says $400 price difference. Buy fancy upgrades later. No, it's only $100 price. It's only $100. It's only $100 difference. But we used to have the bike for $899 till they decided to keep the price up. Paselec kicked their price up. Mm-hmm. I got the video ready. Why it's not showing up? There he is. There's our boy Micah. Y'all see him on y'all screen? Let's get it.
Hey everyone, Micah here with ebikeschool.com, and I have just received my new Lectric XP 2.0 folding e-bike, so I'm gonna unbox it with you guys and let's check it out. Now I love how they still went with the TV on the box. That's an old move by Van Moof to make shippers think it's a TV and it's more fragile, so they treat it better. But this is a giant, let me show you, folding bike box. So obviously this doesn't fit a normal flat screen TV. So they went with an old cathode ray tube TV, which is hilarious. All right, here's my bike, a nice black Lectric XP 2.0.
And look, they sent it brand new. Look at that. Dang.
Even the charger has an old outlet on it. That's so funny. All right, cable tie city. Now, for those that aren't familiar, the Lectric XP, it's not an amazing quality bike, but it's a good bike at a great price. That's how I always describe it. Obviously, it can't hold a candle to bikes from, Yamaha or Trek or any major company like that, but it's not designed to do that. This is an e-bike for people that just want to spend, a reasonable amount of money and get a decent performing e-bike. So, we're talking 28 mile per hour speeds.
Hey, what's going on, Concrete Jungle?
Range, probably 20 miles at a minimum if you're doing throttle at reasonable speeds, longer if you do pedal assist. But all in all, this is just meant to be a bang for your buck type of e-bike. Man, I forgot how heavy these bikes are.
It's hard to believe that Mint Mobile can be good. It just
snuck me. Man, it's hard to believe you make such whack commercials. That was hard to believe.
Now, there are a bunch of new upgrades on the Lectric XP 2.0, and I can already see a more robust folding mechanism here. And there's that new paint job. These are also new bars here. Yeah, these new bars are definitely going to be more comfortable too. I can already tell. Now, there are a bunch of upgrades also that are new with Lectric XP 2.0, and one is a new seat. So this is the stock seat, which is already pretty nice looking. I mean, it's nicely upholstered, and it's pretty cushy as is. But there's a new, luxury seat that I got as well. Let me grab that. And while I'm tossing on upgrades, there's also a suspension seat post that Lectric has as well. So let's put both of those on. So here's the old seat, which is already pretty decent. All right, and here's our new suspension seat post. Oh, come on. Is it seriously raining? You're kidding me. Awesome. All right, welcome to Florida. You know what? We're going to keep going. All right. Oh, man. Look at that seat. Now, this is a luxury seat for a luxury tush. Check this thing out. All right, this is dedication to a craft here, guys. I should probably put the charger away, though. Don't let anyone say I'm one of those pampered e-bike guys. All right. Luxury seat on. And that's about it. Oh, wait. There we go. That's about it. Got my new nice seat on, the new suspension post, and I'm ready to ride, but I think I'm going to wait until it dries out a bit. And then we're going to go test this new bike out. All right, I'm going to get out of the rain. See you guys soon.
And I couldn't wait. It just kept raining, and I wanted to ride, so I did. And it's
They
not
give you
the
the
bike
same
can't take
screen?
some water. It's IP65 rated, so you can go splashing around without worrying about shorting out your bike. The fenders are also a big help in the rain, unless you hit some really big puddles, and then you're basically just canoeing it through. So I definitely put the bike through the water test, and it did just fine. When it dried up outside, I got the chance to do even more testing. The biggest difference in terms of the feel of the bike compared to the previous version of the Lectric XP is probably the combination of the new front suspension fork and the new narrower tires. The tires aren't narrow by any means, they're still pretty wide, but now they're 3 inches wide instead of 4. That's a more reasonable tire size that makes the bike more nimble, but still leaves you with nice fat tires for any type of terrain you want to conquer. And the same goes for that suspension fork. It's a nice addition for riding different types of terrain and just absorbing the occasional pothole in the city. It's also an actual hydraulic suspension fork, not just a simple spring fork, and so it works quite well. The new rear rack is much more robust feeling, and there's also a mounting point up front, so you can add a rack or a basket up there. The rear rack actually also has a mounting point for a basket, so you can basically turn this thing into a small cargo bike if you want. I don't have the baskets yet, but I'm going to get them and add them to the bike to test out their functionality. They weren't available yet for shipping when I got my bike, and I can't really blame Lectric e-bikes for that since they've been dealing with crushing demand for these bikes combined with industry-wide supply chain slowdowns. So I know that a lot of people are complaining that they've ordered their bikes and they haven't gotten them yet, and I know how frustrating that can be, but it's just something that the whole industry is going through, and when you've got a company like this that basically makes one bike and everybody wants it, you end up with the whole supply-demand thing that's topsy-turvy, and a lot of good people end up waiting for their bikes, which is unfortunate, but just a sign of the e-bike times right now. But good things are worth the wait, and I am loving this bike so far, so I know that if you have one on pre-order, you're going to love it too. In the meantime, I've been enjoying testing some of the other new features that got added to this model. The new bars are wider, and they definitely feel nicer to me, and this new seat and suspension post feel great too. That's part of the comfort package, so you do have to pay extra to get that wider seat and the new suspension seat post. But that extra $99 is probably worth it if you put in a lot of miles on your bike. If you sometimes get back pain or tailbone pain from long rides, $99 sounds like a cheap price to pay for comfort and pain-free riding. Many people spend that much on a single massage. Speaking of $99, that's how much the new Lectric XP increased.
Yeah, this word, Atlanta.
Or actually, I guess it was $100. It used to be $899,
Concrete said he got an Lectric,
which always sounded like a mistake to me because the price was just so dang low. Now, with all the improvements, the bike has seen a price increase to $999, which is still a heck of a deal here. For what you're getting here, which is an e-bike with a 28 mile per hour top speed, 500 watt continuous and 800 watt peak motor, and a 460 watt hour enclosed battery, that's a really fair price.
So I got to hand it to the Lectric e-bikes team. I mean, they really made a great bike here, and it's not just the upgrades I'm impressed with. I mean, the upgrades are important, and, let's face it, the original Lectric XP 1.0 is a couple of years old, and it could use some of these upgrades. But the fact that they were able to add in these new components, these new features, and only increase the price by $100, that's really impressive, especially at a time like this when e-bike prices are increasing across the board due to all the different pressures on the e-bike industry. So my hat is off to the Lectric e-bikes team. This is a great bike. It always has been, and now it is even better in the 2.0 form. I will continue to recommend this bike up and down the street every day of the week to pretty much everyone who's looking for a first entry e-bike that doesn't want to spend a bunch but still wants to get some good value. And even for someone who's been e-biking for a while but wants
it took 3 months to get it.
Smaller e-bike that can still do a lot and doesn't break the bank. So still a great option, better than ever. Last but not least, it is time to announce the winner of the giveaway from my last video. And the randomly selected commenter is...
All right. That was our boy Micah covering the Lectric 2.0. I'm asking the question. And we got somebody in here that owns. Do you own the one or the two? The first Lectric was $899. And y'all know it because I was showing it to you. Since last May when they first announced the stimulus, I was going to get, he got a 2.0. I was going to get the Lectric XP 1.0. But as I kept looking more in the e-bikes, I noticed that some had suspension and some didn't. And so I started looking to see if there was something, and we looked. Videos are up, we looked. We looked high and low. And we were looking for anything really that had suspension. Now we were going to get the NGW, the NEGW, however they pronounce it. We was going to get that because Amazon had 2 used ones, and they kept playing around with the stimulus, and we didn't get it. Kept playing around with the stimulus, and we didn't get it. I'm gonna tell you something. Since they only got 3-inch wide tires, I don't know. And I don't know how heavy concrete is. But heavy concrete, have we done any speed tests? Like I said, since Micah did a video for them, Paselec and got all high and mighty and raised the prices. They claim it costs more money to ship the bikes, but Lectric don't make no bikes. They have to get them from overseas. That's why it's that long wait. You got to wait on that slow boat. So they didn't raise their prices. Why did Paselec raise theirs? And see, they over there. They overseas. Lectric got to make a deal with them overseas to bring a bike over here. They over there. So why does it cost more money? I think greed set in. But yeah, Concrete Jungle, what's the fastest you ever got your Lectric to go? Because when I first came in, I was beating up on your XP. I was beating up on it. And I had a reason to. I contacted them 2 weeks before they released that 2.0. And I told them about the PX5. And I told them, let me represent you. And they said, no, we don't need you. I said, but I'm telling you, the bike I got is better than your XP. They didn't want to hear it. 2 weeks later, they came out with the 2.0. I hit them up again. Send me a 2.0 and let me put it against my Paselec. Once again, they said, we don't need you. I said, okay, you're going to remember this name. Altogether, we had sold 22 bikes. We took 22 bikes out of Lectric XP hands. 22. Now you say that's not a lot, but 1,000, that's $22,000. You can say what you want to say. I'm gonna miss $20,000, $22,000. That's $22,000 they could have had. We was on them so much, people was writing in the comment section. People was complaining. Stop talking about my bike. Well, don't get mad. Conky Drungle says 35 with pedaling. How many pounds do you weigh? Concrete Jungle? Because I'm proud to say, it's nice to be able to say 274 instead of 283. I look for the day when I can say 260. I'm looking for that day when I can say 260. You weigh 200. Okay. Then if you add in the weight, there ain't much difference then. Because you got to realize you only got 3-inch tires. I still got the 4-inch. Well, hold on a second. Ain't that?
Is y'all ready for the
No.
speed test?
Wait a minute, that's the wrong bike.
Well, let's get it.
Go ahead and throw it on the floor. didn't notice it because we only hit it for a second. And I'm riding the bike at them high speeds. But when we played it back, I realized that we hit
Okay, I can hear it now.
34 miles per hour. And I'm asking,
Looks like we need a
you
new
other
sound
bike
card.
owners, you other bike companies,
The
can your bike
sound
do
card
this?
going up.
Can your bike handle what I push the bike through? Can your bike handle it? I'm asking you. To you companies, if you think you can, contact me at Brodero. That's BRODERRO. The number 40 at gmail.com. I can give you my information and you can send me your bike to test. If you think your bike can handle my testing, send it and prove it. If not, you got to give it that this is the champ. The Paselec PX5 would have to be the champ. I have an affiliate link for Ride One Up. Ride One Up. You want to send your limited? Or you want to send your 700 series? I can put your 700 series up against Bessie, the Paselec PX5. I can put your limited edition up against our Marsha Brady, the Paselec PS6. I represent both of you, but I only have Paselec bikes to test. If somebody wants to send me their bike, Lectric XP, Saunders, Aventon, Lectric, if you think your bike is better, come take the test. Let me test it. I'm not them people you see on YouTube that go ride in the park and go ride on the safe streets. No, we go out there and we get busy. We push the bike. We ain't gonna be la-dee-dee and doing 4 or 5 miles per hour riding on the sidewalk. We gonna push it. I just watched a video of a dude that has an aerial. I just applied to be a aerial rider affiliate. He got a 750 watt motor in the front and one in the back. And he going up and down his street. I turned the video off. He going up and down his little suburban street with no cars on it. That's not testing the bike. You got to take it out there on the road with cars, major roads, and push it. How's the braking? How does it handle the potholes at high speeds? And we carry 2 cameras. So we catch everything. You want your bike tested? Send it to the new master. Send it to me. I got the time. I'm on disability. I got the time. I'll go out there and I will take your bike to the fullest limit. If you're confident in your bikes, bring it. I didn't notice this while we were doing the video. I didn't notice it. But hang on a sec. We're going to take a look. Because we got a 500 watt motor to hit 35 miles per hour. Now, if your bike can do that, then prove it. Post a video up or somebody send me that bike and we'll see. But let's take a look. I thought we hit 34. Was it 35? All right, y'all, here we go. Speed test. Yeah, we on Bessie.
Speed test early. Somebody always got to get in the way. Every time we do the speed test, somebody always got to get in the way. Hey, behind you. Okay.
Oh, I hit the pause button. It didn't pause. Oh, you know you wrong for that. You know you wrong for that. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Always got to get in the way. Hey, behind you. Okay.
There it is right there.
We're at 34
miles per hour. You notice that the speedometer that comes on the bike, it stopped at 30.6. But it stayed correct with the odometer the whole way until we approached 30.6. Is that a limit that they set? Because they stayed the same the whole way. I know somebody's going to say something about that, and you're going to get defeated. That's the Cool Nicks app from the Android Play Store. People use this app when their odometer break in their car. People use this app on their dirt bikes. Very highly rated app. Very accurate.
GPS.
For some reason, the speedometer stops at 30.6 on the bike. And you notice it stayed with it all the way up to 30.6, and then the odometer stopped. That's why we carry two odometers. We carry two cameras. We carry two odometers because we want to be beyond reproach. So when y'all start whining in the comment sections, you're going to get dissected. You're going to get cut up. But this is a 500-watt e-bike that peaks between 750 and 1,000 watts. And I'm asking you, can your bike do this? I'm just asking you, can your bike do this? If you can,
It's actually between
post the
750
video.
and 800. But I saw online, it said that 500-watt
And
e-bike
make sure it's in
can
360
peak at
so
1,000.
we can see the areas and we can see you riding it. Because see, that's the one thing that we always cover. We cover our back. We cover our back. But let me show you this in real time. So let's back up and start again, and we'll show this in real time.
All right, y'all, here we go. Speed test.
You can see that is me, and I'm not in great shape. I'm disabled.
We're doing the speed test early.
But take a look. Let's get it. Can your bike do this? Can your bike do this?
Somebody always got to get in the way.
Can your bike do this?
Every time
That's
we do
all
the
I
speed
want to
test,
know. Can your bike do this?
somebody always got to get in the way.
Can your 500-watt e-bike do this?
Look at two kids on the scooter.
We
passed
two
we
people
smoking
on
them.
the scooter. Smoked them. We smoked them.
Hey, y'all, we at 32.
I didn't even see the 34.
Oh, you on the speed test.
What you say?
All right, y'all. We at 32 on the speed test.
Now, see, I didn't even notice because of the two scooters that was riding on the wrong side of the street. They was coming down the upside. I wanted to make sure they didn't cut over in front of me. And you saw how I smoked them. I even told them I was coming because I didn't want them to cut over in front of me and we collide. But they were young boys, like 12 and 13. Both of them together. It was 2 on 1 and 1 by himself. They couldn't have been but 100, 105 pounds apiece. But that scooter couldn't carry them down that hill the way Bessie carried my 283 pounds.
274 now.
283 pounds, yes. So if I hit 34, if you only weigh 200 pounds, what would you hit on it? If you only weigh 150 pounds.
I think I just answered your question, Concrete.
If you only weigh $120, what would you hit on it? I can tell you, at 283 pounds, I hit 34 miles per hour. We got another issue to handle. I hit 34 and didn't even know it. I hit 34 on a 500-watt e-bike. I got a coupon code that'll get you that bike for $1,099. But let me show you something that's really weird. We call this bike the Queen of the Hill. But she has a contender.
Then we can hit 37. I went into the settings and I put the kilometers on 100. That's 65 miles per hour. I don't know if she can do 65 miles per hour, but let's see. We're waiting for the light to change, and then we're gonna gut it. Let's gut it. We at 36. Holy stuff. We at 36 fights.
Let's see that again. Notice both odometers stay the same. So you can't say. But they stop for some reason.
We at 36. We at 36. Holy stuff. We at 36 fights.
So for all you haters out there, I want y'all to understand something. The odometer on the PX5, Bessie stopped at 30.6. This bike stopped at 33.6. Did y'all notice that? Can we show it again? Because I know somebody ain't going to call up hating. But let's hit it. Now watch. It's stopping at 33.6.
It hit 30.8 for a second.
My helmet trying to come off my head.
Now let's show it in full speed.
And we're gonna gut it.
I'm telling y'all, there ain't nothing like this rush. There ain't nothing like this rush. It's like being on a roller coaster.
Let's get it.
Being dropped off a cliff. It's just
In real time. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's go, y'all. Yeah, we beat it.
that is fun. I'm sorry, y'all. That is fun. I'm sorry.
We at 36. Holy stuff. We at 36 fights. My helmet trying to come off my head.
Stop for the red light.
Oh, right there. Bang.
Go out there. Go ahead. Go ahead out there.
What
go,
that mean?
go ahead out there. You be dead. Them speed tests are dangerous. What happened to concrete? Where you go, buddy? I hope Concrete send us a video of him riding his XP. I would love to see the difference. His tires are 3 inches wide. Ours is 4 inches wide. There was an 83-pound weight difference. The XP motor can turn the 3-inch tires a little faster than they could turn a 4-inch tire. Not to mention, you got 83 pounds. Not counting the locks. Not counting the pannier bags. Not counting the fact that we had a spare battery. Not counting the phones, the camera. We got a lot of weight on our bikes. I know we carry about 15 to 17 pounds of weight. Not counting me. You got to take them things into consideration. If we go out without the pannier bags, with stuff in them, because I carry a tire pump. We carry this 5-pound power bank, just in case we run out of engine. In a fair battle, he said he hit 35. We over 300 pounds in weight with the stuff that we carry. Does he have the same stuff on his bike? So you have to, these things have to be added in if you want to be precise. So I would love, if I had the money, I would fly him in and say, let's go head to head on the speed test. I'm looking for a hill. The only hill I know we could do the test on. The problem is it's going to be too much on the bike to come back uphill. That's the problem. And y'all know what I'm talking about. When we ride through that park. That day when Bobcat said, why don't you go ride through the park? And we did. Man, that was a thrill riding around. But the curves was the killer. We hit 35 the day we got stranded. We hit 35 on the PX1 the day we got stranded. I would love to take Marsha down that hill. I know we can hit 40 going down that hill. But it's so long to get there. To get to that hill is such a trip that we actually will probably have to stop and let the motor cool down before we attempted it. That's probably why we got stranded. What you say? Be did. Glad they are driving sensible. Lambo when they radiate. What are you saying? You said I ain't the safest rider in the bike lane. I want to push it. And I got to tell you something. Even though Marsha cuts off sometimes, boy, it's a total different ride being on 26-inch versus being on 20-inch. I'm sorry, it's a different ride. But I think one day we go out there and we don't take anything. We leave. All we bring is the 360-degree camera. And we do that speed test. I think we can hit 38, 39, maybe 40. If we take the stuff off, y'all know I got a U-bolt and 2 locks on each bike. Now we got a rack on each bike. I spent the whole day taking everything off Marsha and putting it back on Bessie. And I'm looking at Marsha. I want to get back on Marsha. Y'all probably saying, what? I'm telling you, them 26-inch tires is like riding on pillows. I'm telling you. It's like riding on pillows. Them hydraulic brakes. Once you had hydraulic brakes, it's hard to go back to disc brakes. It's hard to go back. I'm telling you. And that rear suspension seat post is okay, but that rear suspension, man. Y'all haven't even been noticing. I'm riding over curves now. When we took the trail, even though it wasn't a real trail, it was more like a pathway like Micah was riding on that video. But because that had just because we had that Ida had came through, we got a little bit of, Ida was all righter. That would knock down trees. When we came back, you saw. I don't know how we didn't hit. Because the stump was on this side and the tree was hanging on this side. And somehow we went through there. We got some good lights. I don't know how. I don't know how we didn't get hit. I should have got took right off the bike, just impaled. I don't know how, but we made it through there. And we was running over the branches, and you could hear it. But we came down with Marsha during the day, and number one, I could see where I was going. But number two, it was such a smooth ride. It wasn't until we had to go uphill, that's when the problem started. But coming down, it was a smooth ride. Mud Duck said, I am in quarantine now, not happy. You're in quarantine. Did you get the shot? I know what you're going to say. I'm not getting no shot.
I know I turned the music on. What's going on here?
Music.
I'm going crazy. I'm just gonna bring it up some. We can't ever get nowhere. Trying to hold it up. So let's see how we look now.
How you doing? What's up? How was your day? Are you having good luck? Is there somebody there to tuck you into bed
I'm
tonight?
afraid this phone gonna be every which way.
Or will you be alone?
You know, it's
Nobody
like,
talk
it's
to
like,
on the phone.
ridiculous.
Are you watching TV? Wishing there was somebody there with me. Are you lonely? Lonely tonight?
Maybe that's what it is.
You got nobody to fuss and fight with. No one to hug and kiss. How you doing tonight? Do you wanna fuss and
We're
fight?
gonna see if these shots working out.
They crying already. So leave those shocks alone. Just leave the shocks alone. Look at all that stuff we got on the bike. It's the Paselec GS9. When we ride on the sidewalk, we don't ride slow. Whee. Look right here, how ragged it is. Look at that. Say, you know what? We going back in the street, forget that.
This ain't the way I planned on coming, but we're here.
Man, we out there with the big boys.
You know that I broke the back spinner broke. And I unlocked the shots.
Tomorrow we going to the doctor's tomorrow.
No, of course the light changed on me. go where I don't want to go. That's the lake over there, said. They had a bike lane, so we in it. See, there's the lake. We rode around the lake twice before we got on the trail. You all right? We out there with the big boys. We got a turn. We out there with the big boys. Yo, shame to yourself for not fixing your murder. Let's get to the trails. There we go. Boy, these 26 inch tires, ain't no joke. Yeah. They still working on that bridge. They working on that bridge for 3 years. How y'all ladies doing? Pretty good. Look out on 26 inch tires handle that. Now, that was the reason why that fender broke. So the little rocks can come up and hit me. Y'all have to understand how the devil works. We got no protection. How y'all doing? See, y'all ain't the only one. I said ouch. Now we went that way at night. We didn't see none of this. Like I said, I don't know where y'all want to go. We went that way last time. I see where I want to go, but how you get there? Without no hassle. All right. All right, y'all. Check this out. All right, we're going a different way. There's a bike rack over there. No. All right. Let me stop so y'all can see. The beauty of 360. Now we went the trail that way. Now if y'all look, there's a screen that way. Can you see it? And you got a screen right here. I'm trying to go up so y'all can see. So it's a pathway over there too. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm trying to get the camera close as I can. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's happening? Hey. See if I get a better view here. Well, you know the 360-degree camera getting everything. Let me look over this side and show y'all. They pack no heat or sizzle. Leave them worn, federal or bitter, or north and pen, or around the bend. It doesn't matter. I'll splash. I don't know where that goes. I guess we can go find out. Yeah, somebody's coming. Pull up your pants and prepare for this falls anywhere about. Step up so I can knock you. Excuse me, did that trail go anywhere? It didn't?
I ain't talking to you, black man.
Liver don't go nowhere. Where's she going? Well, let's see where it go anyway. All right, y'all. We going over the same water.
Was on the bridge over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't. See, oh, this is a real good view right here. See, that's the bridge that we've worked over the past 3 years. I like how the water cascading. Beautiful. So we were just on that. You gotta love it. So let's see where this goes.
Let's bring it home.
I don't know if we can go all the way up or not. Let's follow the water. The girl was trying to tell me it don't go nowhere. The girl didn't come back, so it's gotta go somewhere.
Y'all really see the bridge right there.
Where did she go? Where did she go, y'all? She's right though, it did end. But our question is, she didn't go back by us, did she? I mean, you know, I ain't worried about her. But all right, come on, let's head on.
That's where she went right there.
Bringing y'all to the trails. It's something that goes somewhere because the girl ain't come back. So
it's right there.
Oh, it is a trail right there. Oh Lord, do I even dare? Do I even dare? I'll go if y'all dare me. Cause I don't know where it go. But there's a trail there.
Now if I'd have had Bessie, we would have took it.
Oh Lord. I'm not that good a rider.
Hold on. You on the trail?
Oh, heck no. Oh Lord. Oh hell no. I ain't that good a rider.
If it wasn't all uphill.
No. No. I ain't that good a rider, y'all.
If it wasn't all uphill.
Call me chicken. I'm chickening out.
No, the motor on that bike cut out. That means I had to walk it up that damn hill. Shoot.
It'd be different. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not that good a rider.
There's the bridge we was on.
All right there too. Nah, I'm not that good. I don't know where I'm going. Come on back out.
It's one right there too.
Looks like it's a trail right there too.
Yeah.
Go right in the grass. How's that? That's enough for me. How y'all doing? How you doing, sir? This don't look as spooky as it do at night. How you doing, sir? Damn, look at all the branches out. Oh, Lord. Hot me right in the head. There's the river right there. We were alongside the river. Gotta give me some traveling gloves.
Look at all the knocked down trees. They had to move out of the way. They're going to log right there. One right there. One right there. Hey, hurricane did do something.
That's really narrow here. Are we going over the water again?
Yup.
Yep. I know it was a
Look, y'all.
tree, and thank God we didn't
How did we not hit that? How did we not hit that? There go another trail.
I can't see around this corner.
Let's see, we came out different.
Take your time, Bessie. I ain't rushing you. We didn't come out this way.
I'm just showing y'all what y'all can do with the e-bike. Now, like I say, nobody not paying me no mind because nobody went and bought it. Excuse me. So when y'all come back complaining next month, I ain't gonna pay you a bit of mind. I told y'all they only got 2 units left of the PX6. They got 2 units left. 2. Does that have the same thing here? It doesn't have nothing to let you blow it up. Look how it folds down. They don't have nothing to let you. They'll be ashamed themselves. You can't blow this up. They'll be ashamed themselves. Look at that heavy duty rack. I love to put my pangy bags on that rack. I can't wait. Look at that flex frame suspension. That same shock is on Marsha, the bike you just saw me ride. I'm telling you, it make a difference. A suspension seat post is all right, but let me tell you, having that suspension in the rear, it's only 2 of these left. And I can't believe nobody didn't buy them yesterday. When I found out about it, I came right and told y'all about it. That boy got a 750 watt motor, hydraulic brakes, 8-speed off-to shifter, 12 amp hour battery. Y'all saw what we did the other night when we rode all around, and that was on the 500 watt motor. Boy, I would love to do that trip again on this bike. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd love to do that trip again with Marsha. Y'all say y'all want me to do that trip again during the day. Y'all saw how busy it was. I wonder if we take Broadway. There's so many lights. I wonder if we take Central now. Could we take it all the way down? That'd be the question. How far for a dead end? That'd be the question. We want to do it again, but I ain't doing it again until I get some money. I ain't going down there with no money. Because if something go wrong, I got to get home. And it'd be a shame to go down there and not be able to buy nothing. I'm sitting here yawning up a storm. But ain't nothing like throwing a spare battery in the back. But I asked y'all, I showed y'all the 2 different bikes. Well, let me go ahead and promote this one, y'all. It's only 2 left. When somebody gonna snatch them out? Right. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Copy. It's only 2 of these left. I don't know what y'all waiting on. I really don't. If I had the money, I'd buy both of them. But you won't pay $15.99. But my coupon, you only gonna pay $13.99. It's worth every penny. It's worth it at $15.99. We got 5 doctor's appointments this month, and I would have loved to have this bike to go to all 5 of them. I need some help. We got to sell 13 more bikes. 13. That's a lot. $13. Once you had 750 watts, it's hard to go back to 500. But we're gonna use Bessie tomorrow. Oh, yep. Tomorrow at 1. Then Thursday, we go to the general doctor. Then Friday, we go see the podiatrist. Then that Monday, we go see the cardiologist. And then I think that Friday, we go see we go get the stress test done. We go get the stress test done then. I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to take Marsha for the stress test. Some of you are going to say, well, why? Because while they have me in there, where's the bike going to be at? Somebody said, if you had to leave a bike somewhere out in the open, which one would you leave? I would have to leave Marsha. Even though she got the better features. I didn't pay for it. Somebody gonna steal something. If somebody gonna steal something. Look at how they got that seat. I would have that seat all the way down. I mean, I would have it all the way down. I'm not joking it. That seat will be all the way down. If the seat wasn't so bad on if they hadn't wore the seat out so bad, the suspension post on the rubber on the suspension post is in better shape on the PX1 because it was lower to the ground, so I didn't have to. The frame was lower to the ground, so I could raise the seat post up more. But anyway, since I'm here, let me go ahead and push Marsha. Up. Somebody bought 3 of them. Somebody bought 4 of them. They had 29 units yesterday. I'm telling y'all, these bikes are moving. She got so many features. The bike is just premium. I'm sorry. The 26-inch 4-inch wide fat tires, the 14.5 amp hour battery, the full suspension, the 9-speed shifter, the hydraulic brakes, the color display. This bike is just full of features. It is. It's just full of features. I mean, y'all just saw me ride it. They're asking $18.99. You're not going to pay that with my coupon. You said I need to watch the sermon I just gave. I'm working to get the bike that I want. See, Mud Duck, if I don't get it, I'm still all right. But I've wanted that bike from the beginning. Go look at the videos. I've wanted that bike from the beginning. And they was out of stock of it for almost 3 months. And the people so cheap. I don't know if the motor on this bike here is shot or not. But we got the controller. And if need be, I'll change it and see if it works. We got the chain wheel. If I had the tool to change it, I would. Like I said, if we didn't blow the motor, it might work. The GS9 is a bit tougher. I can't figure out how to get the back brake on. They're hydraulic. I can't figure out how to put the back brake on. 1 and 2. I don't know how I can't untangle that chain. I tried. It just get worse. The more you try to untangle it, the worse it get. But I had the tires spinning. But when I put the wires back in and went to go get my clothes on, I noticed that the tire was rubbing against the frame. I had smelt it. So it wasn't like I could have left it alone because you could smell the rubber burning. But I might could have made it up to the bike shop and had them change it. I'm still kicking myself. But I got news for you. Both of these bikes are 500 watt motors, Mutt Duck. I don't have no desire. No, I told them to I would send them back. He ain't mentioned nothing about it. That's why they still sitting here. I've been told him I send these two back. I told him he ain't getting Marshall back. I don't put too much money in labor in the Marshall. You gonna have to give me some money. Shoot. All the time. Shoot. Marshall almost killed me. Shoot. You ain't getting this bike back. Shoot. But you right though. What I tell you, I'm sitting here looking. Oh, shucks. Dang, it's only 8:30. We only been live for an hour and 34 minutes. That can't be right. Oh, I restarted the live. I forgot. That's right. We did the sermon first. I forgot about that. Let me see. That's the link for March. We can really look at the news. We haven't checked in with Kevin King in a while. See what's up with him. Nia said no one else will trust to send the bike if you are not returning as agreed. Nia, it's two reasons why these two bikes ain't fixed. They expect me to use my own money to fix their bikes. They expect me to spend my money, time, labor, transportation. That's the issue. But like I said, if push come to shove, if something happened to Bessie and Marsha, I would just fix one of those two. I would still have transportation. You know? We would still be all right. That's why I said if I don't get the PS6, hey, don't get it. No, and that's what no, Nia, they gave me the impression that the people were sending the bikes back for the same reason that I should have sent mine back. For like the fenders being bent and stuff like that. Opening the bikes up and messing with the electronics and all of that. That's a whole... Go sit down, baby. That's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game. I'm supposed to be promoting the bikes, not fixing them. And like I say, one day when I ain't got nothing to do, I might sit here and fiddle with them. I think that we could get Jan up and running, but Jan ain't got no battery. I told him I think it might be the fuse. You think he sent a fuse? Mudduck says BD buy me a plane ticket. I'm supposed to start a GoFundMe. You can get a plane ticket to come fix the bike. I'll get around to it. But like I said, you know, you can always do better. But I'm all right. I thought that I would have to do like minor things, like maybe the fenders were bent or something like that. I didn't know that they were going to send. But like I said, I can't complain. At least they did send the PS6. I mean, they did send a GS9 Plus. I don't understand how when we first started, the seller kept acting like he didn't know what a Plus was. He didn't know what a Marshall was. And then when Bobcat kept asking, and I kept asking him. Then all of a sudden, they wanted to push him. And they sent me one of them. He said he'll ride a bike back. Ah, you funny one though. Shit. But he said he can siphon votes from Teslas at truck stops, supercharged bike. Nia said, laugh out loud, long ride. Well, like I said, I'm not particularly worried because I'm in a good position. I'm in a good position. I just don't have the exact bike that I want. But I'm in a good position. Because to be honest, Bessie is good. Bessie is damn good. And Marsha, when she on, she is a pleasure to ride. She is a pleasure to ride. Just more drama. You know? When you hear that, you know you about to go. When you hear that motor rev up, it's that, And like I said, it's nice to be on them big tires. It's nice. That's why I said, but see, I'm the type of person that don't want to be satisfied. The PX5 is good, but I know the PS6 is better. And Nia said they're not gonna send. We just watched Micah open up the Lectric XP. He didn't open up a used bike. That was a brand new bike. He did an unboxing. Mudduck said e-bike street racing set up a course. But like I said, whichever one comes first, if we do wind up getting another stimulus check, I will buy the PS6. If we can't sell 13 e-bikes, I'll just use the next stimulus. But I'm not going to buy it from them. I'll probably get it from Alibaba or something, AliExpress. I'm not going to. Because I'm not going to mind the wait. The shipping going to be a killer. I'm not going to mind the wait. Because I got bikes to ride now. So it ain't like I ain't got no bike. And I'm like, oh, man, it's taking so long to get here. Shoot, I can wait. But like I said, you know, the power. But yeah, these two bikes sitting here, and they don't want them. If they did, they would have been got them. There ain't nothing to take that front tire off, take off the handlebar, and put Jan back in the box. It ain't nothing to take the box. That Marshall came in and put this bike back in it, or just put it back in the box. Mine came in and shipped it right to him. They can have UPS or FedEx come by and pick it up and ship it back to them. They don't want them. They could have been done that. Matter of fact, I'll ask him tonight. Nia and Mud Duck. When you take these two back, will you send a PS6 for me to show the people? Mud Duck said he wants a used cheap bike. Oh. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. He said bed, boobs, and bikes. All right, let's see what's going on in the world. Oh, we haven't done the CV numbers. We haven't checked in with Kevin. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Whoa, hold on a sec.
Pop quiz time.
Right to a commercial. Oh yeah, we're on the e-bike channel, so we ain't monetized. We can show everything.
Honeycam video just released of an armed ambush on a pair of sheriff's deputies from Brevard County, Florida. A warning, it is video that could be disturbing to many viewers.
He got automatic weapon.
Bullets fly when a pair of Florida deputies are suddenly ambushed. It all started with a traffic stop. Deputy Tyler Toman talking to a woman while another person rests against the trunk of the sedan. A second deputy, Brian Potters, approaches the vehicle and inside sees a third adult and a baby, and also a dog in the back seat. He makes small talk about his own kids and asks the adult to get out of the vehicle.
He wants to talk to you. Is that all you're? Yeah. I'll watch him for you. He's all right. I got babies. Oh, you got a dog too? Hell. I'll make sure they're all right. I got babies too, man.
That's when the car door opens and all hell breaks loose. More than 61 bullets fired in less than a minute. The man with the assault rifle hit in the leg, and Deputy Brian Potter shouts out he's been hit. Deputy Potters disoriented, not realizing the gunman is right behind him. The gunman hammers Potters in the face with the butt of his rifle, and when Potters goes down, the gunman keeps beating his face, fracturing his sinus and orbital bones. Deputy Tyler Toman drops his spent clip, quickly reloads his gun before unloading it at the man attacking Deputy Potters.
God darn!
No doubt. This individual got exactly what he deserved. And to those out there who might be foolish enough to ask why we shot him so many times, that answer is simple. Because evil can never be dead enough.
The Brevard County Sheriff says the man who attacked the deputies was 38-year-old Paris Wilder, the sheriff calling him a violent career criminal with a long history of crimes, including drug trafficking, aggravated assault, battery on a law enforcement officer, and attempted murder. Wilder was out on bond at the time of the attack. Hello, I'm Mark
Well,
Brown. Get more
goddamn,
great
we need to have him on the daggone show. We need to have him on the show. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. All right, there ain't no news there. There he is. Here you go, Neil.
I know my next video, I own the rights to the police car choco. I know, sorry, I stirred. I know me, I own the rights to the police car choco. I'm the one that came with the police car choco. I own the rights to the police car choco. If it wasn't for me, it would be no such thing as a police car choco on YouTube. Because I'm the one that created the police car choco. I own the rights to it. I'm letting everybody know I own the rights to the police car choco. You know, I own the rights to it. Yeah, y'all see the sun on my face. That's good. Y'all can see what the hell I really look like in my eyes. In my eyes. No, I own the rights to the police car choco. The police car choco, I'm the one that came out there. I own the rights to the police car choco. To the police car choco. See, I own the rights to the police car choco. I own the rights to the police car choco. See, I own the rights. See, I own the rights to the police car choco. See, I own the rights. You know what I mean? All I'm doing my police car choco video is just being funny. I'm doing comedy. I'm doing the serious. I'm in my police car choco videos. I'm doing comedy. I'm just trying to make people laugh. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do something good for YouTube. Most of the other YouTubers ain't trying to do. All the other YouTubers, they want to wear their mouth about celebrity gossip. That don't make no sense. And I'm trying to do something right for YouTube and for my community and my people, at least. That what people want. That what people want to see, you know what I mean? And I ain't trying to talk about all these celebrity stuff, you know what I mean? Cause me, I own the rights to the police car choco. I own the rights to the police cop choco. Me. My name is Kevin Joseph King. I'm the one that came with the idea last year in 2020. If it wasn't for me, it would be no such thing as the police cop choco on YouTube because of me. Because I came with the idea last year in 2020. I don't want to put that on there last year in 2020. And I remember Drunken Peasant, they missing that. They put my face and body on their thumbnail. Where I came with the idea, the police cop choco, they love my video. Billy the Frizz and Ben from Drunken Peasant, they love my video, the police cop choco series. I know I may be famous or popular. I'm gonna make it even be more famous or popular. The police cop choco. To me, I own the rights to the.
All right. Y'all want to talk about this story? Nia says he had a diff wish. Madug says Cap went nuts in anger. Nia said laugh out loud. Kevin is glowing. Madug said just one shot is all it takes. Not go psycho on guy. Oh, it's a loss. Here's my issue. If the guy was shooting him, yeah, but the guy was beating him. So you supposed to be a trained officer. Go jump on a man and beat him up. Run up behind him and take your knee and shove it right in the stem of his neck. And paralyze the man for a few weeks. You ain't got to kill him. You ain't got the pump. I mean, he was pat. You don't need that. He wasn't shooting the man. He was just hitting him. Did you really have to empty the whole magazine into the man? And then the man gonna try and justify it. He said what I say though. Hey, why I say nothing? We always talk about evil. That man must watch us. I have the copyright on taking out evil. I have the copyright on taking out evil. I have the copyright about taking out evil. They emptied. He emptied the whole gun in that man. I mean, he just instead of just getting them off the man. A nice knee right at the base of the neck. Because the guy was bent over hitting the cop. He could have ran up there and gave him a knee right in the back of the neck. He could have took his gun and bust him upside the back of his head with it. So many things that could have been done. But he sat there and he ain't go 1, 2. All right, let's see how he doing. Is he complying? 3, 4. Is he dying? That guy emptied the whole clip. Mudduck says cop loaded a new clip, then unloaded it into his back. What the hell? Yeah, I hope there ain't no riot, though. I sure hope nobody ain't dumb enough to go start no riot. I hope nobody ain't that stupid to go out there and start rioting. Because what's really sad is the man was sitting there talking to them. The man was sitting there talking to that cop about kids and everything, and then came out there and started beating him in the back of his damn head. What the hell? Yeah. I'm just saying. Like, what the hell? I wonder if we get flagged if we showed that again. Davey, go sit down, man. I played with you today, didn't I? Didn't I? Here it is again. Hold down, flaggers.
It's time to help.
Just released of an armed ambush on a pair of sheriff's deputies from Brevard County, Florida. A warning, it is video that could be disturbing to many viewers. Bullets fly when a pair of Florida
It's a kid in the back seat.
Ambushed. It all started with a traffic stop. Deputy Tyler Toman talking to a woman while another person rests against the trunk of the sedan. A second deputy, Brian Potters, approaches the vehicle and inside sees a third adult and a baby, and also a dog in the back seat. He makes small talk about his own kids and asks the adult to get out of the vehicle.
He wants to talk to you. Is that all you're? Yeah. I'll watch him for you. He's all right. I got babies. Oh, you got a dog too? Hell. I'll make sure they're all right. I got babies too, man.
That's when the car door opens and all hell breaks loose. More than 61 bullets fired in less than a minute. The man with the assault rifle hit in the leg, and Deputy Brian Potter shouts out he's been hit. Deputy Potter's disoriented, not realizing the gunman is right behind him. The gunman hammers Potters in the face with the butt of his rifle, and when Potters goes down, the gunman keeps beating his face, fracturing his sinus and orbital bones. Deputy Tyler Toman drops his spent clip, quickly reloads his gun before unloading.
He ran away.
Attacking Deputy Potters.
He ran away and came up from.
No doubt. This individual got exactly what he deserved. And to those out there who might be foolish enough to ask why we shot him so many times, that answer is simple. Because evil can never be dead enough.
The Brevard County Sheriff says the man who attacked the deputies was 38-year-old Paris Wilder. The sheriff calling him a violent career.
You just saw cowardice. That was cowardice in action. The man wasn't shooting at him or anybody before he even loaded the clip. Now, he was hitting the cop with the face with the gun. Yeah, he ran away and came back from behind shooting. That's no different than what the criminal did. Why he didn't bust the man in the back of his head? Why he didn't try to get the gun away from him? Instead, he sat there and shot the man from behind. Damn, that's just rough right there. I mean, he emptied that clip too. Can you imagine if he had an automatic rifle with like 50 rounds in it? He would have shot all 50 rounds. He was that scared. That's the part that bothers me. He was that scared. I mean, he emptied all them rounds in him, boy. Man. Anything else happen? Two years ago. I don't like how they got the channel broke down. I can't do nothing with that. A year ago, 6 years ago, they ain't no help. Then they did. I don't even want to say nothing about Evander Holyfield. I already said what I said. Man, he made a fool out of himself. I'm sorry. Well, I tell you. It's one thing about the wrestling. It can be rigged up to make you look good. But boxing and UFC, you can't do it like that. You just can't. When you old, start helping out the young. There ain't no news stories on this channel. Let me switch. Oh, okay, we was on the Cleric channel. Oh, excuse me. I was asleep this time yesterday, so the fact that I'm up is a good thing. No news. Not one. I mean, not one. Uh, boom, 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 boom. All right. We're in New York City in the news. Nothing. What about CBS? Oh, here we go.
New this morning, police are searching for a suspect accused in the armed robbery of a man in Queens. It happened yesterday at about 3 a.m. on Northern Boulevard in Jackson Heights. Investigators say the suspect, seen here in a white T-shirt, had a gun when he approached the 28-year-old victim and stole his electric scooter. The victim was not hurt.
Three hours ago, breaking news.
Ever look at your home and want to change?
Hey. Hey.
Or after the crash, the car that was hit still here as part of the police investigation. It has not been towed away yet, and it is very disturbing to see here in person. The glass is shattered across the street, and certainly police are still continuing their investigation into what exactly happened. What we do know is the incident happened around 6:30 Saturday night. Police say a man driving a 2017 Honda Civic was traveling in the wrong direction on Gates Avenue. Two men were inside the car. They hit a second car, and that person lost control towards the sidewalk where a father were walking with their daughter in a stroller. The 33-year-old mother was taken to a local hospital in critical condition. Her husband was also taken to the hospital to be treated. Their 3-month-old daughter was rushed to Brooklyn Hospital where she was pronounced dead. Meanwhile, the driver of the Civic was taken into custody. He's been identified as 28-year-old Tyreek Mott. Police say they arrested Mott a few streets away from the accident where he was trying to steal a car from a 41-year-old man. Mott faces several charges, including attempted robbery, attempted grand larceny, and resisting arrest. Police say Mott has not been charged yet for the baby's death. Police say the driver of the second car remained on the scene. She will not be charged in this incident. Residents who live around here are praying for the victims.
Prayers are to you, and hope the mother recovers. I can't imagine the grief she must be feeling right now, losing her child like that. I mean, just walking your baby on the street, just all of a sudden just having that taken away from you, just in a freak accident like that, it's just unbelievable.
And I hope that they could some way get through it, but that's going to be a hard thing to do.
Now, this is a very heavily traveled neighborhood of Brooklyn, and you can see here a memorial has been set up. People have been putting out candles and flowers in memory of the young infant who died. Neighbors walking by are just in shock by what they're seeing and by what they're hearing in this fatal hit and run.
Phew, David, you stink. Got me some more grapes. Phew. I lit the incense. It don't mean nothing. You're gonna make sure I had to smell it. Phew.
Search for a killer in Queens. New video shows the suspect wearing traditional Hasidic attire and then walk up to a car and shoot a man in the head point blank. We want to warn you here, it is difficult to watch this video. You can see, though, the suspect who's on the left side of your screen working under the hood of a car, or at least pretending to, and then he runs across the street and just opens fire. News 4's Miles Miller is live in South Ozone Park with the search for that gunman. Miles?
Adam, Jermaine Dixon had been looking over his shoulder for weeks, almost as if he knew someone was coming for them. And that is what happened this just a few days ago, right here on this street. Who would want Jermaine Dixon dead? That's the question detectives in the 106th precinct are trying to answer after the Labor Day execution behind this hotel on South Conduit Avenue. The chilling video starts as Dixon walks across the street. A man disguised in traditional Hasidic garb is sitting in this car. When sources say he spots Dixon with his hood open, he pretends to work on the vehicle, and as soon as Dixon gets in the car, shoots him twice, then takes off. Detectives tell News 4 they believe this was a hit. Dixon had a significant amount of money on him, and it stayed that way when detectives processed the car and the crime scene. Dixon spent time in federal prison in New Jersey on drug trafficking and racketeering charges, but was released early. Sources say they're looking into the possibility that the person who shot and killed him believed he was cooperating with the government against the co-defendants in the case, who were sentenced to prison along with him. Dixon had been staying at a Comfort Inn 500 feet from where he was killed, and every time he walked to the rental car, police sources say, he would look around him. Detectives saying almost as if he knew he was being targeted. Dixon was charged in that case along with his brother. His brother is still in federal prison, serving life in federal prison, a connection with cocaine sales and a murder, all of it happening back in the 90s in Brooklyn. The search is on for the suspect in this incident. We are live in South Ozone Park. I'm Miles Miller, News 4 New York. Back to you.
Okay, Miles.
And you can see in your
All right. Any more good news? Seven minutes ago, breaking news.
Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore. We begin with a tragic scene in New York City. A pregnant woman shot and killed in front of her home. CBS 2's Thalia Perez has more now on the investigation.
Jessica, such a tragic turn of events for the victim and her family. Police updated us moments ago confirming that an ex-boyfriend is the shooting suspect in this case, and they are looking for him. Emotions running high as family members of Shawnice Young gathered around a makeshift memorial of candles in front of the building where the 31-year-old was gunned down early this morning. They hugged and grieved as they tried to piece together what happened. A woman who identified herself as the victim's sister says the expectant mother was murdered in cold blood.
She was 9 months pregnant. Shawnice was a victim.
Police say it happened just after 1 a.m. outside of 300 West 128th Street at Frederick Douglass Boulevard. Neighbors say the victim had just returned from her own baby shower and was loading her gifts into the lobby of her building with her boyfriend and family when a man opened fire, shooting Young in the head.
Shawnice had 2 daughters, and the third one died with her.
Stephanie McGraw, the founder and director of WARM, We All Really Matter, an anti-domestic violence nonprofit, says she's a Harlem resident and came to the scene to offer the family support.
We got to understand how serious domestic violence is and how dangerous it is.
Again, police confirmed to us that the shooting suspect in this case is the victim's ex-boyfriend. He remains at large. If anyone has any information, they're asked to call the Crime Stoppers tip line. That number is 1-800-577-TIPS. Reporting from outside the 32nd precinct in Harlem.
Nia says it must have been the yeah, that's what I said. I ain't pay that story no mind. That dude was dirty. Sometimes they come back and bite you in the butt. Seems like everything. Okay, we did let's do this. Let's go to Philadelphia. I got a message. Hold on. Nothing. Well, let's go to Miami then. All right. Oh, that's dead. What about Boston? We ain't never been to Boston. No, that news suck. Let's try Los Angeles.
Get the CBS Los Angeles app.
Well, a man is on the run this morning after robbing a luxury department store at an Orange County shopping center. It happened at about 8:30 last night at the shops at Mission Viejo Mall on Marguerite Parkway. Authorities say a man wearing an orange wig and all black clothing held up a Nordstrom store at gunpoint after closing time. Now, he managed to get away with an unknown amount of money before sheriff's deputies arrived. Most of the shops inside the mall were already closed. One person suffered a minor injury while trying to get away.
We'll take a chance on this.
She takes a picture.
I had to give us a commercial in here.
Teams surround a popular Orange County mall. And good Saturday evening, everyone. I'm Chris Holmstrom.
And I'm Leslie Money. Now, this is all unfolding right now after calls about a gunman in the shops at Mission Viejo.
Rick Montanez joins us live with details of what's happening. Rick.
Chris, Leslie, we just confirmed with investigators this started with a call for an armed robbery at the Nordstrom department store. Certainly a scary night out here. You can see behind me there's still a big law enforcement presence at all of the entrances around the mall. We'll go to some video to show you what it looked like from above in Sky 2 earlier tonight, just a short time ago, I should say. But again, we're learning that this was a call for an armed robbery inside the Nordstrom department store. Investigators tell me now they know that, or now they believe, I should say, that the suspect left before deputies responded to the mall. But when this was all starting to unfold just after 9 o'clock tonight, deputies did not know that, so they surrounded the entire mall, and right now they're sweeping the mall, clearing out everywhere they can search. The sheriff's department tweeted at 9:20 tonight a description of a man in an orange wig and black clothing. They said no shots have been fired and no one has been reported hurt. The mall itself closes at 8 o'clock on Saturday, so likely it was empty of shoppers, but of course, employees could have still been inside. Also, a bit of confusion. There were reports on social media about hostages. Investigators say that is not true. No hostages taken, no one hurt. This is still a very active situation out here right now, but I'm told that they should get the all clear here very shortly at the mall, but deputies are still working, still checking cars as they leave, still talking to people inside the mall. That's the latest live in Mission Viejo. Rick Montanez, CBS 2 News.
Well, a man is on the run this morning after
I think we already saw that. I know Chirac got some news. Come on now. Huh?
CBS 2 News starts right now with breaking news.
Breaking tonight, Chicago police pursuing a carjacking suspect. Chopper 2 following that pursuit a short time ago. It started right before 9 p.m. The driver leading police through Logan Square, then the Kennedy, before exiting the wrong way on the Montrose ramp. He crashed about 5 minutes ago at Irving Park and the Kennedy Expressway, then ran and carjacked another vehicle and then took off. We'll have more on this as it develops.
Well, God darn. I ain't quitting.
In the northwest suburbs, the hunt continues for the driver who slammed their SUV into this home after killing a man. The driver ran off after crashing into the home in Wheeling yesterday. Wheeling police now say this is the driver they are looking for, Jose Zavala Harris. Police say he targeted the victim after the two men had a dispute. Zavala Harris was already wanted on a domestic battery warrant. Police identified the man killed as 32-year-old Carlos Pulido, a father of three.
Breaking news overnight to tell you about a 24-year-old man is shot while driving in the South Loop. This happened around 2:30 this morning on Ida B. Wells Drive, right near Clark Street. There are bullet holes and other damage to his car that you can see there. The man told police he felt pain, and then he realized he'd been shot in a shoulder and also a leg. He's in good condition right now. No one is in custody.
Really? Somebody help me understand. Your car shot up. It's glass all over the place. And you don't realize you're being shot at. What the heck was you doing? We only got 20 views. Are you serious? We only got 20 views. God darn. We only got 20 views on the sermon. That's sad. We only got 20 views. That's depressing. We only got 20 views on the sermon. We got 20 stinking views. Well, let's check out the CV numbers. Just out of curiosity, let's go check out the ride one up. For the affiliates. Nope. Nothing. Nope. So they don't need even pushing them. We ain't getting nowhere. That's why I say this is just sad. But it's all good. No news. All right. So far we got 41,853. I'm sorry, 41,853,362 known people that have been tested that we know of that have the virus. We've got 677,988 people have succumbed to the COVID-19. We're going on 700,000, y'all. All right. Y'all know it's Sunday. A lot of these places not going to check in yet. Or some of them closed. We know that California knows how to party in a city called Watts. Where the COVID and the gangs, that's all they got. I'm talking about California. They got 4,243 new cases. They lost 45 people today. They still got over 2 million infected. Let's two-step our way on down to Texas, the Lone Star. They got 5,138 new cases. They lost 136 people today. They still got 341,500 infected. Florida, no stats. New York, you're a native New Yorker. Oh, you're a native New Yorker. They picked up 4,394 new cases today. They lost 13 people. They got almost 239,000 infected. Illinois, or should I say Chirac? No stats. Georgia on my mind. I caught the midnight train to Georgia, and I'm bringing the COVID that I caught in California. No stats. Time to go to Transylvania, Pennsylvania. They picked up 4,125 new cases today. But give them a hand, because they lost none. They got almost 88,000 infected, though. Ohio. They picked up 4,463 new cases. And give them a hand, because they lost none. They got 111,000 infected, though. Ain't nothing finer than the mountain inclines in North Carolina. No stats. Tennessee. Tennessee. No stats. New Jersey. They picked up 1,847 new cases, but they only lost 4. They got 88,000 infected. It's time to go to Michigan. What up, though? No stats. Arizona, 2,765 new cases. They only lost 4. They got 83,000 infected, though. Indiana, ooh-wee. No stats. Virginia, no stats. Missouri, or should I say Missouri, they picked up 1,773 new cases. Give them a hand, because they lost none. They got 188,000 infected, though. Ain't nothing finer than the coastal lines of South Carolina. No stats. Massachusetts, no stats. Wisconsin, no stats. Alabama, I said Alabama. They picked up 550 new cases today, but they only lost 3. No active stats. Louisiana, no stats. Minnesota, no stats. Colorado, or should I say Colorado, no stats. Oh, shucky ducky, it's time to go to Mitch McConnell State of Kentucky. No stats. Washington State, no stats. Oklahoma, no stats. Ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. I said ain't nobody caroling in my state of Maryland. We picked up 1,150 new cases of the COVID-19. We lost 17 people today. No active stats. Quick draw McGraw. Let's go to Utah. No stats. The fake Kansas, Arkansas, or Arkansas. No stats. You got M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Mississippi, no stats. Iowa, 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 no stats. Nevada, no stats. Come on, let's sneeze on down the road. You gotta sneeze on down the road. When you got that COVID-19, you can carry a load. Come on, let's sneeze on down the road. Kansas, no stats. Connecticut, no stats. Oregon, no stats. Nebraska, no stats. New Mexico, I said New Mexico, no stats. Idaho, Idaho, I said Idaho, Idaho, I said Idaho, no stats. West Virginia, 2,244 new cases reported today. Give them a hand, because they lost none. They still got 27,000 infected, though. It's time to roll that R. We got to go to Rhode Island. We can do better than that. We got to roll that R. I said we got to go to Rhode Island. No stats. South Dakota, no stats. It's time to go watch Tito Santana wrestle in that raggedy state of Montana. No stats. Delaware. I said Delaware. They picked up 530 new cases. Give Delaware a hand because they lost none. They got 10,500 infected, though. North Dakota, they picked up 208 new cases today. Give them a hand because they lost none. They got 2,900 infected, though. New Hampshire, no stats. Alaska, no stats. Wyoming. 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 No stats. It's a pain to live in Maine. So mundane, plain, 'cause everything looks the same. Oh, it's so boring. It's bound to leave you snoring. It's a pain, a strain to live in Maine. Hit the chorus. It's so boring. It's bound to leave you snoring. It's a pain to live in Maine. No stats. Hawaii 5-0. They picked up 735 new cases on the island today. They lost 7 people, no active stats. District of Columbia, no stats. Vermont, 180 new cases today. But give them a hand because they lost none. They still got 3,300 infected, though. It's time to roll that off. We almost done, y'all. A lot of places didn't check in today. We almost done. We got to roll that off one more time. Let me get myself together here. We got to do it one more time because we got to go to Puerto Rico. But we can't let that all go by without getting checked. We're going to Puerto Rico. They picked up 462 new cases today. They only lost 3. They got 27,500 infected, though. Going to our territory of Guam, they picked up 85 new cases today. But give them a hand because they lost none. They got almost 2,800 infected. No stats for the Virgin Islands. No stats for the Mariana Islands. No stats for American Samoa. No stats for the U.S. military. Veteran Affairs. They picked up 558 new cases of the COVID-19 for our veterans, and we lost 19 of them today. They still got 12,500 infected. No stats for the federal prison. No stats for the Navajo Nation. Let's get to our totals. A lot of states didn't check in. Ain't going to look too bad today. So our total so far, United States citizens that we know of, 41,853,362 people have been diagnosed with the COVID-19. New cases today, 35,450. Total deaths so far, 677,988. People that have died that we've been counted so far today, 251 Americans gone. Active cases, 9.3 million. Or 9,303,506. People still walking around infected. Y'all know it's Sunday. A lot of places didn't check in today. A lot of them didn't check in. But that's really sad. That's just really sad. How long we been live? Because I ain't had that chicken sitting on the counter. I hope it don't go bad. I hope it don't go bad.
My brother is in critical condition now because of something that didn't need to happen.
A Chicago firefighter fighting for his life tonight after he was shot leading a birthday party in the West Pullman neighborhood. Good evening. I'm Julianne Ruin for Jackie Bang.
And I'm Timon Bradley. WGN's Megan Dwyer spoke with the family today. She is live at UFC Medical Center with the latest. Megan.
Julie and Timon, he was off duty yesterday, one of 6 people shot during that drive-by shooting. His family tells me yesterday he was not responsive, but today he is able to at least blink. He is responding to his name, but they are asking for prayers.
And he was crying, because I always wanted to make my dad proud.
When Timothy Islander graduated in 2019, it was his father, a retired fire captain, who welcomed him to the Chicago Fire Department family.
My dad said, I'm proud of you, and happy and being able to pass on the torch.
Last night, the off-duty firefighter and father of 5 was shot in the face near the intersection of East Kensington and South Prairie Avenue.
My brother lay on the ground, I can't get that picture out of my head.
For Alicia Wright, last night is a blur.
It was just so crazy.
Her brother was shot, but so was her 15-year-old daughter.
We were talking, tell each other we love each other before we left. What family does. And the next thing I know, I heard what sounded like firecrackers, but it wasn't.
They had been celebrating at a surprise birthday party for their nephew. Just before 10, they were walking to their cars when someone drove by and fired into the crowd.
So my brother laying on the ground, everybody running.
Police say a 42-year-old woman who has not yet been identified died from her wounds. 3 other men, ages 22, 31, and 38 years old, were also shot and are now in fair condition.
I'm running looking for my kids with my son and my daughter. It's there.
Her daughter was shot in the arm and taken to Comer Children's Hospital, where she is in fair condition. Her brother, though, wasn't as lucky.
He was just laying there, and I touched to see if he had a pulse, and then it was faint.
As Islander fights for his life, his family is now pleading with the public to do the right thing.
If you know anything, please call the authorities. Tell someone, please help. Pray for my brother. Pray for my daughter, and pray for the other people who got shot as well. Pray for Chicago.
No one is in custody tonight. Area 2 detectives are still investigating. I'm live at the University of Chicago Medical Center. Megan Dwyer, WGN News.
Everyone saying. It's amazing how, if you were to ask the same people on a different situation, what happened? They wouldn't tell you nothing. But now that it's one of theirs, they want you to help them out. We already saw that. All right, the heck with it. All righty, y'all. We got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Of course, I got the wrong phone. I believe it's at 1 o'clock. So We're gonna be leaving out at 11. It's only gonna take well, we taking Bessie. We're gonna take Bessie. And it's only take us about 15 minutes to get there, if that. But I'm not sure if it's in the same building. I'm thinking that it's the same place we go with the ramp. I just walk the bike up the ramp and walking on in. Security guard won't give me no problem. If they do, we got plenty of video. They say, so we're gonna take Bessie. And not because Marsha can't do the job. Don't get it twisted. Marsha can do the job. We're only going to the hospital right there. But I don't want to give the devil nothing to work with. I don't want to be late. I don't want it to be something stupid that make us late. This is the first out of 5, and I want to be there early. And then I get a couple days to rest. And then we go see the general doctor. And then we go see the foot doctor. And then Monday we go again. And then Thursday we go again. So that's 5. 5 doctor's appointment in 2 weeks. So that's plenty of content. We're going to have you're going to be out there live. When we come from out the doctors, we're going to hit the market. Like I said, I got a whole pack of chicken in there. I'm going to go in there, get the chicken. We're going to make some rice. And we're going to make some them garden medley vegetables. We're going to boil them. We're going to put some season oil in them. And we're going to put some honey. And we're going to get our grease on. So I appreciate y'all for hanging with me. I hope y'all enjoyed the sermon. And like I said, it's 2 of them bikes left, and I think that's the best deal right now. If y'all interested, if not, hey, whatever. But y'all have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and cook this chicken. I hope it ain't gone bad. I took it out before I came out and did the show. How long I've been live? I've been live since. Hopefully the chicken ain't gone bad. I might be in the hospital, if you know what I mean. I might actually be back in the hospital with food poisoning. Let me not jinx myself. But seriously though, y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I hope y'all come with me to the cardiologist. Nia says, good night, gang. Rest well. So we will be live tomorrow. And as Nia would say, see you soon. As I say, I'm going to see you tomorrow. We're going to be on the move. So y'all say that y'all like daytime footage. Well, we're going to be out in the daytime. No doubt about that. We're going to be out in the daytime. So, like I said, those of you who don't believe that we take the bike up in the hospital, oh, yeah. We're going to make you a believer. And if it's where I think it is, it'd be sweet. If everybody was right there. I mean, if all 5, I think one of them or 2 of them, we're going to have to go out to the Long Hospital. I'm not happy about that. Matter of fact, I need to check. Because, of course, the phone I put in the calendar in is in the bedroom. But we definitely need to check. But anyway, let me go fry this chicken. And these veggies and this rice. And let me get my grease on and let me relax. So we came on early today. And we went on. So I gave y'all plenty of show today. thank you for coming. Thank you for spending the day with me. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I got to tell you, I feel different. I feel different. Everything just seems a little different, but in a good way. So I'm going to keep up the good work. I'm going to keep up the good work, and hopefully, like I said, I really wanted to go riding today and get some exercise, but I think I danced around the house enough. So we'll see. If we can get an early start, I might actually go riding. If we can get an early start, I might actually go riding. We might ride around the hospital a little bit. So like I said, I will see y'all tomorrow. We should be live at 12 noon. God willing, 11:30, but I ain't going to push it. Y'all know I'm late everywhere. If we can leave out of here at 12 noon, it'd be great. If we can leave out of here 11:30, it'd be even better. So we can take our time and don't have to rush in case I got to fill any paperwork out or crap like that. So, like I said, y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace, and we out. Thanks for watching.